Y'all. All right. Welcome to Hip Hop and Chill, y'all. One more again, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is August 12th, 2026, and we are in the mix. Good morning to everybody that made it early morning. You know how we do rise and grind, wake and bake. We are in the mother effing building. We have a lot to cover. We have a lot to talk about, y'all. It's a lot going on, okay? Who made it up this early? Let me see who's here. All grown up. How you doing? Good morning, Jax. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Lanisha. Good morning, Mimi. How you doing? God's anointed. How you doing? Good morning to you. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Let me just double check. Hold on. Let me just double check. All right. So I didn't miss anybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. So, oh, hey Tracy, how you doing, darling? How you doing? I know I missed somebody. I know I missed somebody. Okay. So before we get started, okay, quick announcement, okay. On the way in, please hit that like button, okay. Keep me in that algorithm. Also, please consider grabbing a channel membership. Not only does it support me, it supports the channel, and also it shows off that you are a member. Turn green with us, all right? And also, please go ahead and subscribe to my other channel, Chillery Banks TV. The link is right there. Go ahead and click it. Okay, it is free. It is free. Go ahead and click it. That's the other channel. We'll have other content over there as well that will be appealing to the masses. Okay, so I just wanted to say that. Good morning to everybody. Hope everyone is feeling great. Grand rising to you, darling. Okay, so there's a lot going on, y'all. Okay, we know we are in the middle. We are in the middle. We are all involved right now. We are invested. Okay, in this whole situation with Papoose, Claressa Shields, Remy Ma, so on and so forth. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie to you. For a very long time, we have been highlighting Miss Claressa Shields. Okay, and as she should be highlighted. Okay, but I think that we are forgetting exactly what is going on and who is at the crux, who is at the middle of this nonsense. Okay, we need to expose that. Okay, once again, we have been highlighting Claressa Shields. We have been reviewing her behavior, talking about the good, bad, and the ugly. But the person right now that we need to really highlight, y'all, is Papoose, y'all. The person that we need to highlight, the person that we need to talk about and dissect, okay, and have commentary on is Papoose Mackey, okay? Because all through this debacle, okay, he has taken a passenger seat to getting dragged. Okay, we all know that Claressa Shields has been getting dragged for filth. Okay, hey Pinky, how you doing? She has been getting dragged for filth. Okay, and listen, rightfully so, right? We know she's in the middle of this quagmire. She's in the middle of this crazy situationship. But the main person, the main character in all of this is Papoose, y'all. Right. We want to take a little time today to talk about Papoose. We are going to dissect a lot of things that has been going on. Now, we already know since this whole situation been going on with Papoose and Remy Ma and Claressa, we have solely been focusing on Claressa, okay? And we have been focusing on her. She's a public figure. She's a boxer, Olympic gold medalist, okay? So we're holding her to a standard, y'all. We have been holding her to a standard, and we have had no problem picking apart and dissecting the situation. But let's get into it. Papoose is the main cause of this, y'all. We are not going to turn a blind eye to Papoose. Do you understand? We are not going to sweep it under the rug with Papoose. Papoose is going to be judge, okay? Judge, jury, and executioner. We're going to put him on a hook right now. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. We're going to put Papoose on the hook. This nigga, okay, respectfully, has been running around town. A lot of women, a lot of people are mentioning this man's name, huh? He's not innocent in all this. So let's travel back. Let's go back in the time machine, y'all. Let's go back in the time machine, y'all. When Papoose Mackey, okay, was air quote, holding Remy Ma down in prison, y'all. We know Remy did about 7 years in prison, okay? He was holding her down. He was going to the prison every day. He was making himself seen. He was making himself known, right? We all knew that he was going to go visit Remy Ma. We knew he was on that dance floor out there. He was holding her down. But was he really, y'all? Right? Now, we heard from Remy's mouth, allegedly, right? In not so many words, that Papoose had a fields day with her bread, y'all. We heard that Papoose Mackey had a fields day with that woman's money. She came home to $0 and 0 cents. She came home to nothing. She had to get it from the mud. She had to get it done. Meanwhile, back at the ranch when she's locked up behind bars, this nigga's outside around town. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, there is a woman. There is a woman that goes by the name of Topanga. Okay, I guess her screen name is Topanga147, okay? And she is asserting, and she has been asserting, that she was in a relationship with Papoose when Remy Ma was in prison, y'all. I need y'all to listen, okay? Let me just drop a bomb real fast, okay? This woman, Topanga, was saying that she was in a full-fledged relationship with this man while his wife was inside incarcerated. Okay, so behind the scenes, where everything was looking hunky dory, and we believe that Papoose was a man of the hour, and we believe Papoose was a knight in shining armor, and we believe that Papoose was a hip hop prince. He was outside in the world hunching another woman, y'all. Huh? Papoose is outside hunching another woman. Topanga 147 was talking to Turk. Shout out to Turk. And she was exposing some things that we already knew. Okay. So she started out. Okay. She says she's from New York. Some people say she's from Connecticut. In any event, the woman stated that she linked up with Papoose. Okay. Through DJ K Slay. RIP to DJ K Slay. Okay. She linked up with Papoose via DJ K Slay. She says she was a promoter. She used to promote rap acts. She lives in she's from Hartford, Connecticut. So whenever they had an opening for a show or whatever, walkthrough or show performance, she would link up with the powers that be, and then she would link with Papoose. Okay, she said she said it started out professionally, y'all. She said it started out on a professional level. She's a big fan of Papoose. You know, that's how it starts out, y'all. These women start out as fans. We get it, right? So it started out, she was a big fan of Papoose' music. And, you know, allegedly they got cool. Everything is alleged because this is what Topanga's saying. Now, Topanga said that after a while, she pushed up, okay? She pushed up on Papoose and she let Papoose know that she was interested in him, right? Now, at this point in time, Topanga is saying that Papoose was not already married to Remy Ma. She's saying that basically, I guess they were together, but they weren't legally married, okay? And that's when she inserted herself and she kept it a buck. She said, hey, I stepped to Papoose. I went after Papoose, okay? So she went after Papoose. Now, according to Topanga, this is all alleged, they started a romantic relationship, y'all. Allegedly, she started a romantic relationship with Papoose. I don't know her age. I think she seems like she's a bit older. Maybe she's somewhere in her 50s. She's older than Papoose. Because at the time, Papoose looked a little, wet behind the ears. He looked young, okay? So she was dealing with this man. Now, according to Papoose, Papoose is denying. Papoose is saying it was a situation where it was business. It was nothing personal. He don't know where she's coming from. She's crazy. Now, of course, being Papooses track record is going to be very hard to believe that he's keeping it a stack. Let's go back, y'all, about 10. plus years, right? Forgive me for the timeline. Tasha K, when Tasha K was first cutting her teeth, right? When she was first jumping into the whole gossip arena, Tasha K exposed this shit, y'all. Tasha K been talked about Topanga, right? Tasha K talked about Papoose cheating, and nobody really wanted to listen. Nobody wanted to believe it because guess what? Papoose was, the prince of hip hop, right? Him and Remy were in that black love relationship. No one wanted to believe that Papoose would cheat on Remy. Some people were even saying that Topanga, again, people were saying that they were saying Topanga wasn't attractive enough. And Papoose wouldn't be interested. People were saying, why would Papoose deal with Topanga when Remy Ma is more beautiful than her? This is what people were saying. That was a pushback people were giving, y'all. Okay? That's the pushback people was giving. They didn't want to believe that Papoose, and I'm gonna say allegedly, was dealing with a woman that was less attractive than Remy Ma. Okay? Now, I'm gonna say beauty is an eye of the beholder. I don't know who's cute, who's not, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but it seems like Topanga coming back out and she's blowing up the mother effing spot, y'all. Okay? What we talking about? Topanga is back in the building and she's here to shake the table. She's here to blow up the spot. She's here to expose Papoose for who he is. Like I said, this situation with Topanga has been going on for a very long time, but we fell back on it. We didn't know what the hell was going on. We didn't pay attention to what the hell was going on. Now it's resurfacing. Now, according to Topanga, there was a relationship with her and Papoose. They were hunching. They were sleeping together. There was even a question, y'all. Everything is alleged. There was even a question about the paternity of her child, right? It was even a question about the paternity of her child and if her child belonged to Papoose Mackey, y'all. This is all alleged. Now, when this whole situation happened with Claressa Shields and Remy Ma and Papoose, when everything came to a head, Remy Ma specifically told Claressa, you are not the only one, y'all. She told Claressa, you are not the only one. There are other women. There are other hoes. There are other itches. There. Please do not think you special. He's attached to your bag. Basically, this is what Remy Ma was putting out there. She was letting her know the truth. You ain't the only one. Don't feel special, beloved. Now, according to Remy, like I said before, when she came out of prison, she came home with nothing. And word on the curb is Remy had to get busy. Bitty, bitty, bung, bung. She had to get busy with a bitch or two because Papoose put her in a position where she had to get active. Huh? When Remy came home, Remy had to activate, y'all. She had to activate. And she expressed this to Claressa. You are not the only one. Do not feel special. Papoose is out there. Now, in walks Topanga, y'all. She's back in the building. And let me tell you something. She has a lot to say. I predict that Topanga147 is going to be on a press run, y'all. She is going to be on an interview press run, y'all. She is going to be sitting on couches. She is going to be sitting on platforms. She's going to be doing a lot of exposing when it comes to Papoose, which is rightfully so. Like I said, this whole situation, we have honed in on Claressa Shields. We have beat her down to the ground. We have dragged her for filth. We done dragged her by her legs front. We done kicked her in the back. Okay, we done rolled her over and kicked her to the corner. Now it's time for Papoose to shine, y'all. Okay. Let's talk about the main ingredient here. The main ingredient in this sancocho, right? We know what sancocho is. Shout out to my Spanish people. Sancocho got the different meats and the potatoes and the yuca and the yam and the this, the pumpkin. You know what I'm saying? It has everything inside of it. This hip hop sancocho, the main ingredient is papoose, y'all, okay? We ain't gonna lie to you. We can talk about Claressa all day. Claressa is just the onion and the garlic. She's the onion and the garlic and the yuca and the potatoes. This nigga right here is the pork, the beef, the chicken, all that, okay? Real talk. Papoose is the main ingredient in this sancocho. We are gonna put him on the forefront. I am gonna put him on the forefront. He's the agitator. Huh? He's a narcissist. Huh? He's the one that's in the mix. He's the bottom line. He's a root cause of all of the drama going on. We have turned a blind eye to Papoose. We have not been paid attention. The storyline is not making sense, y'all. In all of the storyline, Papoose is the main character, yo. He's the agitator, yo. He's the chicken, pork, and beef in that sancocho, okay? We ain't gonna let him slide. You hear me? Papoose is the main course, y'all. We've been paying attention to the side order. We've been paying attention to the potatoes and the broccoli, which is Claressa Shields. We want to talk about the steak now. Let's get into it, y'all. Okay. This is a whole mess. So you mean to tell me these cheating allegations go back 20 years? We don't even know who else gonna come out the woodwork, y'all. Topanga is here to blow up the spot. She says she got with Papoose back when he was running with DJ K Slay, RIP to K Slay. She was booking shows. She was a promoter, and she had a direct line to Papoose. So after all the business was done, she wanted to get laid down and rubbed down with shea butter, y'all. Let's talk about it, okay? According to her, Papoose was hunching her and making her feel real good. And she took accountability. She said she knew all about Remy Ma. Huh? Topanga said she knew all about Remy Ma and she didn't give a good goddamn about it because she wanted to fill her need, baby. Topanga said she wanted to fulfill her need. She had an itch that needed to be scratched, y'all. Okay. Topanga had an itch that needed to be scratched, and she wanted Papoose to scratch it, y'all. Now, we think about this, y'all. Her story ain't really changed too much from like 15, 20 years ago, 10 years ago. She's saying the same thing over and over. Papoose is the root cause of all of this. Papoose, this is your fault. We have spent so much time worrying about Claressa Shields. Now, I'm going to keep it real. Claressa Shields is guilty as F. Claressa Shields is guilty than a mother effer. We're not going to take her off the plate. But what I'm saying is, Papoose is a main denominator in this mess. I'm starting to believe that Papoose likes the attention, y'all. Papoose likes to be in the middle, y'all. Papoose wants to be in the middle. He wants to make it seem like two women are fighting over him and they can't get enough of him. I don't believe that's the case, y'all. Huh? Papoose wants it to seem like he's in the middle and two women are scratching and clawing after him. But what I do believe and what I see, and this is all alleged, Papoose is a master fucking manipulator. He's gonna get in your head. Papoose is like an old school pimp, allegedly, y'all. He's like an old school pimp back in the days, you know, with the shoes, with the fish tank and a high riser shoes. You know what I'm talking about? The platform shoes. He's a pimp with the fedora, with the feather in it. And Papoose will tell you, I'm your daddy, I'm your brother, I'm your uncle, I'm your lover, I'm everything to you, baby. I'm everything to you, baby. I'm your daddy. I'm your cousin. I'm your brother. I'm your lover. I'm everything to you, baby. This is the shit he telling these bitches. Papoose will get in a woman's ear and make her feel like she is the diamond, shining bright like a diamond. He will manipulate. He will manipulate and get in your head. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of these niggas out there got the gift of gab. Right? They got to get together. Sometimes they got that third leg and they press that crazy button in the coochie and you start going crazy. This is why Claressa out here looking goofy as hell and she don't give a damn about it. She don't care how crazy she look. She don't care how crazy she look as long as she can say that she is Papoose's woman. Meanwhile, he everywhere. Remy Ma already told her, you are not the only one. There are other women. There's a woman allegedly in California. Huh? There's women everywhere. And now Topanga147 sat over there with Turk and she exposed a lot of the things that's going on. She has put validity to some of the stories. She's adding things up. The dots are connecting, baby, and we're going to talk about it this morning. Okay? Topanga said she knew that Papoose was in a relationship. She knew Papoose was in a relationship with Remy. She didn't care. Because she wanted that man, right? And now all of a sudden, Papoose is denying. But are we surprised? Are we really surprised? Papoose will never tell the truth, y'all. One thing Remy said about Papoose is that Papoose really cares about his public opinion, how people look at him, his public perception. He really cares about that. He may act like he don't care. I don't care about social media. Remy Ma said he really cares about how people look at him, how people view him. That's a whole goddamn fact. So, of course, when Topanga is coming back in a picture and she's blowing up the mother effing spot, he's going to deny that shit. Because he already know he looking bad with his Claressa shit. He knows he's looking bad. Now Topanga's back in the building, and now she's exposing. And I ain't going to lie to you. What she got to lie about? Now, maybe some of her story, I don't know. I'm not the fly on the wall. Maybe some is a little eccentric. Maybe she elaborated or, a little bit, stretched it out a little bit. But I think the main objective, the root mission is she's telling the truth, right? She's telling the truth. And this story was covered by Tasha K over 10 years ago. Okay, so we ain't gotta sit here and pretend. Another thing about Papoose is, and I'm gonna talk about this, he is very jealous. All right. We're going to talk about Papoose today, y'all. Come in the building, hit the mother effing like button, y'all. We're going to talk about Pat today, okay? We're going to give Papoose his just desserts, y'all. Because in my opinion, Papoose been laying in the cut. Papoose been laying in the cut, and he hasn't been getting much scrutiny, y'all. Let's talk about that. Papoose has not been getting enough public scrutiny, y'all. It's two women, two different stories, but the main character remains the same, and that's Papoose Magic, y'all, okay? One thing about Papoose, again, this is all alleged, this is my perception. He comes off that he could be very controlling. Okay? Now let's go back to the interview that I had, y'all, with Nada the Goats. Okay, shout out to Nada Goat. The interview I had with Nada Goat, and Nada Goat said in not so many words that Papoose is very controlling. Not the goat said that he's controlling. What Papoose will try to do is take people away from you. If you got a network of bitches around you, if you got your family around you, you got your friends around you, Papoose is going to start picking them off one by one. They out of here, they out of here, they out of here. And why does a narcissist do this, y'all? Let me answer. A narcissist is going to do that because he wants to be the only voice in your ear. Huh? He wants to be in total control. If Claressa Shields has 8 friends around her and they all telling her different things on how to move, and I don't know if that's the right thing, or maybe Papoose and this and that. If Papoose feels that you are a threat, he's gonna get in Claressa's ear and he's gonna get you up out of there. And that's exactly what happened with Nada Goat. Shout out to Nada Goat. All right, let me give her a round of applause, okay? When Nada Goat came in the building, this is basically what she was saying. She said that she was Claressa Shields' right hand, bestie extraordinaire, her hairstylist, all this and all that. She even said her and Papoose was cool as a fan at one point. She said her and Papoose was cool as a fan at one point, y'all. Papoose even gave her a nickname. That's how cool they was, right? But when Nada Goat said to Claressa, yo, you think this guy's still going, he still got feelings for his wife? Like, what's going on? And as a friend, she's gonna ask the question because she wanna know: Do you believe? Do you believe that Papoose is still interested in his wife? Do you think he still wanna go back home? This, that, and the third. Instead of Claressa saying, "Yo, let me think about this shit, looking a little shaky." Yeah, he's not removing her pictures. This, that, and the third. Any other woman would like, "Yo, sis, let me really take a look at that. Maybe you right." Maybe you're right. Instead of doing that, Claressa wowed out on her friend. She wowed out on Nada Goat and basically kicked her out the whip. And Nas said after all that happened, Papoose attitude and demeanor changed towards her. She said her and Papoose had a cool relationship, but after she made that comment and certain other comments, Papoose started acting cold and distant towards her. Now, you know, when he start acting cold and distant, that means him and Claressa done had conversations already. He probably said, "You gonna have to get your friend up out of here. You gonna have to get Nada Goat up out of here." Okay? He knew that he needed to get Nada Goat going because Nada Goat was making too much mother effing noise, and Nada Goat was very close to Claressa. And guess what? She could really get inside of Claressa's ears. If her best friend kept saying the same thing over and over and over, what's gonna happen? Claressa gonna listen. She gonna listen. Huh? So Papoose had to make sure that he pulled Nada Go out the situation and kicked her out the whip and made sure that Claressa publicly denounced her. Because that's what the F happened. Claressa publicly denounced Nada Go. She made a clear distinction that she no longer is moving around, friends with, or hanging out with Nada Go. She got her up out of there. And it's all because of Papoose, y'all. Okay? Papoose is a very controlling person, allegedly. This is what was said. Now, let's talk about this, okay? Now, like I said, Papoose can have a very jealous energy about him. Now, we all know when Remy Ma was locked up, if y'all didn't know, 50 Cent, y'all, shout out to 50 Cent, Big Queens, Southside, okay? We got to shout out my hometown, Southside, Jamaica, Queens, okay? We already know when Remy Ma was in jail, 50 Cent was writing all type of letters, trying to connect dots, letting the people know the powers that be like, "Yo, she come out, she got a job, she good money," writing all type of letters to help her get where she got to go. Remy says she never forgot that. She never forgot that. Now, we already know when you on top, everybody with you. When you on the bottom, nobody rolling with you. And 50 came through and he supported and showed love to Remy Ma. That irritated Papoose. You better believe it. That irritated the shit out of Papoose because he probably felt in his mind he was losing control. Huh? He probably felt his mind, "Yo, I'm losing control. Shit's slipping right now. 50 Cent over here all up in my bitch business. I gotta get in front of this." And the straw that broke the camel's back is, Remy, she never was a fat girl, but she had a little meat on her and she slimmed all the way down. Slim Rem. We love Slim Rem. She slimmed down and 50 Cent went underneath her post and said, "I see you, Slim." That's all he said. "I see you, Slim." So he's acknowledging the weight loss. He's showing admiration and he's showing love due to their friendship. He said, "I see you, Slim." 50 said, they say, "Yo, I'm trying to knock this down. Meet me at hotel, room 112. He never said that. He never disrespected Papoose. He never said none of that. All he said is, "I see you. I see your accomplishments. I see the weight loss." Let me tell you something. Papoose was mad about that. Papoose was very, very angry about that. To the point where he didn't even want Remy Ma to be friends with this nigga on social media. This is a type of narcissistic behavior, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. He was so angry that anybody would dare give Remy Ma a compliment, right? This is a type of behavior. And this is where all this beef, alleged beef, with 50 Cent and Papoose really stemmed from. Huh? This is where all the beef stemmed from with 50 Cent and Papoose. because Papoose felt like he was losing control. Papoose is so mad that he made a diss song for 50. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, right? Right, wrong, and different. I always love Papoose. Right? He from the town, Brooklyn, all that. I always love Papoose. Lyrical ability. I will never take that away from him. MC, all that good ish. Right? But that freestyle you did was a latch ditch effort to show 50 that you have dominance, right? And it was almost an embarrassment. You going back and forth with a multi-millionaire, right? Because you got feelings because he complimented your wife a long time ago. So you created that diss record. Meanwhile, let me tell you some fly shit. Meanwhile, 50 already dissed. He already dissed Claressa, right? He dissed the shit out of Claressa, right? He dissed Claressa real bad. In one post, he said, "Not so fast, funky." He called your woman funky, Papoose. He violated your chick. He disrespected her. He has dragged her continually over social media. He has dogged her out on social media. He has made fun of her on social media. He has made memes about her and little movies about her on social media. Huh? Where was your energy, Papoose? Where was your energy when 50 Cent get on Instagram and start dragging Claressa? He calls her funky. He called your woman funky. He said she looked crazy. He done call her a man and everything else. And Papoose, you ain't stepped out the shadows for this broad, yo. You ain't stepped out the shadows for Shorty. I'm trying to make y'all understand the comparison, y'all. Okay. I want y'all to see the comparison. Papoose has never came out and defended Claressa by name and say, "Yo, son, leave my woman alone, 50. Leave my lady alone, 50. Leave my beautiful queen Claressa alone, 50, or it's going to be me and you. Leave my lady alone." Not one time did you come out and say that, right? And he dog walked her. He dog walked her, y'all. Huh? But all he did is say, "Hey, Slim, I see you, Slim." That's what he said to Remy, and you was up in arms. Claressa, where you at? You don't see what's going on here? You were so mad. You were so mad that 50 Cent gave your wife a compliment. He didn't say he want to knock it down. He ain't say he wanted a hunch on her. All he said is, "I see you, Slim," because Remy lost a lot of weight. You were so angry about that, right? And you held on to that anger. And when you made that freestyle, it was nasty work. But see, that freestyle, you didn't mention Claressa name at all. Not once. You didn't even allude to Claressa because you don't give a damn, right? That's why I say today we are going to talk about Papoose and how he has been caught red-handed, y'all. Papoose has been caught red-handed, y'all. Hmm? Papoose is the meat and potatoes of this plate. Do you understand what I'm saying? Papoose is the agitator. Papoose be rocking women to sleep, lying to them, making them think that they the one, but they the two, three, and fourth. Remy told us before. She said, "Claressa, you not the only one, beloved. There's a lot. There are others." And now we have Topanga coming out the woodwork. She said, "Baby, I done met this nigga years ago with K Slay." She said I was a promoter and I had a direct line and I told Papoose from the beginning. She said she pushed up on Papoose. She ain't lie about that. She ain't say Papoose was running behind her. She said she pushed up on Papoose because she was feeling him. Huh? And Papoose, according to her, Papoose went with it. And they had a situationship, allegedly. And Topanga said that her and Papoose was hunching. And they was rolling in the hay. All while he was with Remy Ma. Do y'all not see a pattern here, y'all? Papoose start getting in these women heads, y'all, and he starts pretending that he is the victim in all of this. He see that Claressa Shields is getting dragged through the internet. This woman is getting dragged through the internet, y'all. She getting dragged through the internet by her teeth, by her nipples, by her hair, by her eyebrows. She getting dragged through the internet. And she's windmilling and she's fighting everybody at one time. And Papoose is quiet, y'all. Huh? This young lady is in the public eye and she's windmilling. And the only really reason why she's windmilling is because the energy is coming from everywhere. Everybody coming at her. Everybody coming at her. And Papoose, you quiet, right? I'm looking at you now like you throw the rocks or you hide your hands. You see this woman getting dragged. Huh? This woman getting dragged, body bagged, and toe tagged. You heard that part? I said Claressa getting bagged, toe tagged, and ragged all through the internet. And Papoose is not getting on nobody's couch. He not getting on no interview. He's not going on nobody's sofa and saying, "Leave my woman alone." You're not saying leave my woman alone. You're not saying that, Papoose. It's almost like you enjoy her getting dragged and beat up on. What kind of man? What kind of man? They dragging this woman through the internet by a cup of her hair. It's just a cup of hair. And they drag her through the internet. And you sitting there and you watching it. And you low-key probably enjoying it. Because the same way, and I'm going to say allegedly to everything, the same way you was jealous and still are of Remy Ma, you probably jealous of Claressa too. I said you're probably jealous of Claressa too. Whether we like her, don't like her, right, wrong, and different, she got a name. She got some money. She got some coin. Negative, positive, she's still getting attention. Maybe Papoose is jealous of her. Maybe Papoose is really jealous of her because we know he's jealous of Remy. That's a whole snap of facts, right? You jealous of this woman. You want to see her go down. And not only do you want to see this woman go down, you want to go all up in her purse too. And you want to drain her purse. And you want to drain her pockets. You want to be all in her ear. You got rid of all her friends. All her friends ain't really around her. And the ones that are around her are ones who really trying to get that bread too. Let's talk about it. Huh? The friends that's around her right now, those so-called friends, see her doing bad, but they along for the ride. Y'all probably in cahoots, but her real people like Nada, Goat, and others, you had to make sure they was out that damn picture. So you can really hone in and put your talons and put your nails in and sink your teeth in that money. Honey, that's exactly what's going on. You are being exposed now. Huh? You are being exposed now. I said Topanga147 back in that building, y'all. Huh? Topanga147 is back in that building and she's shaking the table and she's blowing the spot. And she's telling that story to people who probably didn't hear it before. She's letting it be known the type of nigga you is when you was with Remy, all that and all that. Even when she was in prison, Topanga said you was playing with her. You was hunching her. So when you was going to visit Remy every day and sitting on that dance floor in the prison for about 2, 3, 4 hours, you knew after you left there, you was going to get some box from Topanga or any other chick you was messing with. That's it in that soul, huh? Yeah. That's Sitting that saw. You can no longer fool us, right? We are going to expose the real problem here. You got different women, right, that don't like each other, that have an issue with each other, and you are the root cause. You are the root cause, right? And we're gonna go back a little bit in a time machine because that's what I said. This nigga's a player. He from Brownsville. I keep telling y'all, right? You out here playing, Pat. You out here playing. We got all the text messages, the up and down with you and Claressa. We got all that. All that and all that. We been had that, right? It's been exposed. You wasn't interested in Claressa at all. You wasn't interested in her, right? You wasn't interested in her. All you want us to do was play a game. And when you got your feelings hurt by Remy, you want to get your lick back. Period, point blank. Okay? Period, point blank. Salute to you. Salute to you for becoming a member, all grown up. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you. Welcome to the Chill Family, baby. Thank you so much. One more again for you, okay, baby? We seen. We seen the text messages. We saw your energy. Your energy was off-putting. Your energy was not embracing this woman. And she tried and tried and tried and tried like the little engine that could. I think I can. I think I can. And so she finally got you. You ain't want Claressa. You ain't want her then and you don't want her now. Let's talk about the real shit, right? You don't want Claressa. You ain't want her then and you don't want her now. Right now, this is just an ends to a means, huh? This is a money grab. You need your money and you need it now, right? You want your money, you need it now. Claressa was begging and pleading for you. She was on her knees, baby, please. She was begging you for attention. She was begging you for flowers. She was begging you. She wanted you to be her man. I want to be your chick. She wanted to be your chick. And you kept dubbing and dubbing and dubbing and dubbing and dubbing and dubbing and dubbing until the light went off in your head and said, hold up, wait a minute. That light went off in your head. You said, hold up now. Hold up now. The bitch got money. The bitch got some money. She begged you, can you stay on the phone and talk to me? Can you stay on the phone and talk to me until we both fall asleep on the phone? Can you, when you get home, can you call me and let me know that you made it home safely? This is what old girl said. I feel bad for baby girl. Baby girl said in a text, all I wanted to know is that you got home safely. She wanted to be in your life in any capacity, right? Y'all was running that little friendship game. You already knew what you was doing. You wasn't interested. Can you call me when you get home? Like, why do you care at the end of the day? The nigga got home, he took his clothes off and went the fuck to sleep. He wasn't thinking about calling you to check in. Papoose wasn't trying to check in with you. He wasn't interested. He wasn't then and he isn't now. How all of a sudden he did a 360 flip? Please stop it. Stop. He didn't even respect you enough to say, yo, baby, I just got home. I'm tired. I hit you in the morning, XYZ. He didn't do none of that. Hmm? You were so thirsty to talk to this man. You wanted to fall asleep talking on the phone to him like you in high school. Like you in 10th grade and he in 11th grade. And y'all have y'all little, crush romance, little high school love affair. And y'all on the phone with the parents are sleeping. Hang up, Papoose. Nah, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Until y'all both fall asleep on the phone. That's that childish shit you wanted from this grown ass man. Okay? You was begging a nigga for flowers. You was begging him for flowers. I keep reiterating this because people seem to forget the inception of this situationship. That nigga ain't want you. He ain't want you then and he don't want you now. I don't care what nobody say. The way you start a relationship is the way the relationship is going to go and a relationship going to end. Period, point blank. You started the relationship begging. Huh? You started the relationship begging. When you start begging, you're going to beg all through the relationship and you're going to beg, beg, beg. Once you got to beg a man to give you something, that whole relationship is going to be off kilter. It's not going to be balanced, right? You was hunting him. Let's be clear. You were hunting Papoose. You were hunting Papoose as if he was prey. You want us to be the nigga in the relationship. Huh? You want us to be the man in the relationship. You already know that's not the natural order of things. The man is the hunter. The man is a hunter. The woman is a nurturer. If a man want you, bitch, he gonna come get you from wherever you at. He don't care what you doing, where you at, who you with. If he wants you, he coming to get you. So you started off the relationship begging, baby, baby, please, baby, baby, please. You was begging him, not for money, not for anything. You was begging him for his time, right? You was begging him to be affectionate and loving towards you. And he just didn't have it in it to give to you. He didn't want to give it to you. And you forced his hand. And this is exactly why this relationship is where the fuck is at. This is exactly why, but people are sitting here laughing at it, right? You cannot erase what happened. Hmm? You can't erase the past. We have the receipts. We seen when you were begging, right? And when you begged him, that further made him more narcissistic with you because he knew that you needed him. Huh? He knew that you needed him. All that narcissistic attitude activated because he knew that you needed him. It's not that you wanted Papoose, you needed him, right? We're not going to forget the inception of this relationship, y'all. We will never forget it. We're not going to forget how you was in Remy's inbox. We're not going to forget it. You can make us try to forget it, but we're going to bring it up every goddamn time. And you went there under false pretenses. You went there under the guise of being a friend and being girly and getting fashion tips, but all you doing was scoping out the scene. Huh? That's all you was doing. You was scoping out the scene. Now fast forward. You are pretending that you are in a love triangle, but you're really not. Because the main component, right? The base of that triangle, which is Remy Ma, right? I call her the base of the triangle because the base is what connects the two sides together, right? Remy is the base of the triangle. The base is no longer there, right? There's no trifecta here, right? This is not a threesome situation. You are in a relationship with a married man, and every day you log on and go live and talk shit. It's second and third hand embarrassment. We don't care about it. You are obsessed, right? And I will continue to reiterate this. You are obsessed. Every single solitary time someone puts a microphone in your face and asks you a question about yourself, you will double down and talk about Remy. It's like clockwork, right? It's inevitable, right? You're always going to mention Remy because you know Remy is the woman of his heart. Regardless of whatever we say about Papoose, we know he could be a narcissist. We know he's a troublemaker. We know. But we understand that Remy Ma is a queen of his heart. If he can turn back the hands of time and go back to 3 years ago, 4 years ago, he would do it in a New York City minute. But he knows that Remy ain't going for it. And that's why Papoose has buyer's remorse. He don't want to really be with Claressa, y'all. He's stuck. And while he's stuck, he's gonna make the best of it. Huh? Papoose is stuck with Claressa, y'all. Right now, he's jailing. I'm calling it jailing. When a nigga go to jail, when he go to prison, right? You know you stuck. You got to do your 2-year bid, right? Your 3-year bid. You're stuck in prison. So what's that man gonna do if he's stuck in prison? He's gonna make the best of it, right? He's gonna take a couple of classes. He might learn a trade, learn how to cut hair, be a barber. He's going to make the most of his time in prison, even though he doesn't want to be there. Do y'all understand the analogy? Do you understand the simile? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Papoose is in prison with Claressa Shields. He's in prison. He put himself in there. And what Papoose is doing right now is he's making the best of his time, y'all. Papoose is jailing it. He's jailing it. So now that I got to be stuck with this bitch, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start digging in her pockets, right? I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to make the best of the situation. I'm going to deep dive in her pockets. I'm going to control. I'm going to be the manager. I'm going to be the face of her situation until I don't want to do it no more. And I'm going to leave her high and dry and I'm going to have the bag. Right now, Papoose is jailing it. He's doing a bid with Claressa. He's doing this because there's nothing else to do. He's doing this because there's nothing else to do. He got to play the long game at this point. I don't care what nobody say. You can jump on my comment section with a rebuttal. The way you meet a man, the way he treats you in the beginning is going to dictate the damn relationship. And she came off as thirsty and needy. He was dubbing her until he couldn't dub her no more. And he said, come on, bitch, let me spend your money since you want to spend your bread. That's it and that's all. I don't care who mad at it. Remy done told y'all he is an opportunist. He's going to get to the bag, right? And that's why I said today I wanted to hone in on Papoose, right? Excuse me. I wanted to hone in on Papoose. I wanted to hone in on Papoose because we have spent so much time worrying about Claressa, this Claressa. Like, I get it. The social media streets are dragging her by her lace front. I get it. Right? We dragging her by the eyelashes. We dragging her. Everybody dragging her. Claressa this, Claressa that. We need to start doubling down on Papoose. He is the main cause. He's the root problem. Okay. He's the alpha and the omega of this issue. We're not going to slide past this anymore. He is the problem. Now, this woman, Topanga, again, shout out to Topanga. Topanga is coming to double down and to expose him to those who don't know him. This ain't his first walk in the park, y'all, allegedly. This ain't Papoose first walk in the park. This ain't Papoose first walk in the park. Allegedly, he been doing this dirty stuff to Rem. And he been doing this. Claressa Shields is not a one-off. Huh? Claressa Shields is not a one-off, y'all. Sometimes things happen. You're in a relationship. You may fall out of love with your spouse and find things happen. What I say? People cheat every day, B. They do. They cheat every day, B. The Claressa Shields situation with Papoose is not a one-off. According to Topanga, right, and others, this is a pattern. This is what this man enjoys doing. He enjoys being in a relationship where he's secure financially, he's secure and has a home life, and then he likes to go out and do extracurricular activities, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Allegedly. We are here to put Papoose's feet to the fire. We're going to hold you accountable. Yes, we do understand it's Claressa this, Claressa that. But you engaged in that, Papoose. You engaged in that. And like I said, this is not a one-off. You've been playing around, right? Your hand has been caught in the cookie jar, Papoose. Your hand has been caught in a cookie jar. You have been caught red-handed, right? And what Papoose likes to do is throw the rocks and fall back and let the women squabble. Yeah. He likes to fall back and let the women squabble because he likes the narrative for people to think that people are fighting because of him. Ain't nobody fighting over you. You created this situation. You planted a seed. You knew good and well that you was married. You want to pursue this woman after she pursued you. Right? And now you want to come back and tell us, oh, she's a love of my life. You know you lying, son. You is a big lie. You can't make Claressa cool to us, bro. You just can't. You can't make her cool to us. She is playing herself. She continues to play herself. You allow her to play herself. And at the end of the day, you don't even defend her. That's the crazy part about it. Again, people have dogs. Her 50 been dog walking her for a minute. He been dog walking her. You ain't never come out on your platform. Listen, Papoose, you don't even have to go on no interview. You ain't got to sit on nobody couch. You ain't got to do none of that. You got Instagram Live. Remember when you was up there lying on Remy and all that? You got Instagram Live. Go on Instagram Live, cut on your camera, and sit there and be like, yo, you know what? You could have do the smooth. Yo, you know what? I'm not really a man of many words and all that, XYZ, all the social media shit. But you gonna leave my woman alone. Right? You could have did that, Pat. You ain't gotta go on nobody interview, Pat. You ain't gotta sit on nobody couch. You ain't gotta go to the Breakfast Club, none of that. You can literally go to your Instagram live and press a live button and be like, yo, listen. Respectfully, I've been quiet for too long. You could get on your Instagram live and you can activate. You can activate over there. Yo, y'all gonna stop talking about my woman. Real talk. My woman is beautiful. She's this, she's that. She got this going on. I don't care. Whatever happened with me and Remy is over. We done. I'm about to get rid of her. The divorce is going to happen. Like, you could really be advocating for your bitch at that point. Because at that point, everybody going to sit up and notice like, hey, yo, oh, wait, what's happening? Everybody going to sit back and be like, hold up, what's going on? You can literally hit the live button on Instagram and talk your shit. Yo, listen, what up? Good morning. Hi, hi, hi. It's your guy, Papoose. We in the building. Listen. Now, Papoose, you can listen to this and you can repeat exactly what I said to make you look good, okay? Good morning, good afternoon, y'all. This Papoose. Y'all already know who it is. Papoose, Papoose. Yo, listen. Claressa Shields, that's the love of my life. That's my heart. I'm not living my life without her. Whether y'all like it or not, she gonna be my wife one day. She gonna have my kids. We gonna live the way we gonna live. Me and Remy Ma is no longer together. Stop attaching me to that woman. I'm not condoning none of that. XYZ. I'm not using Claressa for her money. I got my own money. If anything, look at the receipts of the money I spent on her. That's how you need to move on this, nigga. That's how you need to move on this, yo. For real. This how you need to move on this. Claressa Shields is the love of my life. Listen, some people find love once, but I found it twice. And this woman, this is who I want to be with. And I love her from the top of her head to the bottom of her feet. And nobody can change this. Y'all gonna stop talking about my woman. Real talk is gonna be some shit. Stop talking shit. And to you, 50, yo, 50, stop trying to diss her. Like, you could have just went crazy with it. You're not even trying to make us believe you fuck with this broad. You're not even trying to make us believe that you mess with this chick. Huh? You haven't stepped out the shadows yet, my nigga. You ain't do it yet. You sit down and you let people drag this broad up and down social media. I'm starting to feel bad for her because I feel like Claressa is literally in the middle and everybody around jumping her and she closing her eyes and she fucking windmilling. That's what's going on. I'm starting to feel bad for her. everybody coming for her, everybody in a circle, the vloggers, the podcast, the comment section, they all coming after her, and she's in a circle, and she got a blindfold on, and she's just swinging wild. She's windmilling. She's trying to hit anybody. Anybody can get it because she's there alone. You left her there alone. You left her here there alone to fight, nigga. Where the fuck you at, Papoose? Where are you? Where are you? We don't want to hear. We don't care about bars on wheels. We don't care about bars on wheels. We don't care about none of that. Get in the mix. Get in the paint and defend your broad, yo. That's all I'm saying. It don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense. Now, I'm gonna keep it real. Claressa is getting her karma, but at the end of the day, you being her man, there's no way you let her fight these people on a cyber level by herself. It's weird. You ain't got to go to the Breakfast Club. You ain't got to go to Vlad again. And you need to open your camera, go on Instagram Live, press that live button, and you lay down the mother effing law and be like, listen. You from Brooklyn. You know how to handle and articulate and speak up and advocate for yourself, my nigga. Stop playing with me, man. Stop. You know how to hit that live button and be like, yo, listen, respectfully, Claressa is my woman. Me and Remy is in the past. Remy done moved on. I don't want to hear nothing about Remy. It's all about Claressa. I love her down to the ground, top of her head, bottom of her feet. I do shit for her. Look at the receipts. Look at the money. Show the receipts, Pat. I spend my money on her. I make sure she's good. She's a woman. She's an apple of my eye. I want her to have all four of my kids. I don't care if I'm 50 years old. She gonna have all four of my kids. We gonna get married. I'm gonna give Claressa the lifestyle that she deserved, the lifestyle that she want, the lifestyle that she about to get. All y'all niggas out there dissing my woman, SMD. You know what SMD means? Suck it. Stop talking about my woman. She's accomplished. She's this, she's that. You know, you can really flip and bounce this to your favor where people be like, all right, fall back on them. You could really do that if you wanted to, but you don't want to do it. Huh? You don't want to do that. You literally going on Instagram Live or Facebook Live, wherever you be at, and really expressing your real feelings about this woman and how much you love her, and she's this and that, and she's your rib, and she's everything you look for. Like, you can really dress this shit up, bruh. I should be a public relations rep for real. Somebody hire me quickly. You can literally clean all this up. Like, yo, listen, I made a mistake, with my wife in the past. Listen, it's over with. She's moved on. She's happy. We're going to raise our child together. Okay. We're going to have a blended family. Everybody respects everybody. And we need some privacy right now. Right? We ain't gonna be the first ones. You can flip and bounce any way. And then at the same time, you can be promoting Claressa, right? And you can be pushing her where she needs to be. You will refuse to do that. You refuse to do it because everything that's happening to this woman right now is so much more entertaining to you. Huh? She's a little wet behind the ears. She's not young, like she's 19, but she's not old as well. She probably doesn't have a lot of like life experience or relationship experience. She's 31 years old. She's a millionaire. She has a lot of money. She's in a situation with a married man. It's a lot going on, right? There's a lot of moving components to this. And you being almost 20 years older than her, you need to guide her where she needs to go. Like, nah, ma, don't answer this one. Ignore that one. Don't make a comment on this one. Keep your eyes on the prize. Stay focused on a fight. Do not go on social media. Don't kick up no dust. Let them say what they're saying about you. Concentrate on fighting. That's who you need to be in her life. You need to be that person in her life. You need to be the man in her life. I don't know where her daddy at. I don't know her situation. You have almost 20 years on this girl. You need to literally lead and guide her. She could be somebody that, she runs her mouth. She talk her shit. You need to be right by her side. Like, nope, don't answer that post. No, don't go live today. No, don't answer this person. No, you're not going to go to that interview. You need to be that to her, right? But instead of being that to her, you literally pushed her to the wolves. And then you sitting back, kick back, counting the bread. I mean, listen, I ain't mad at it. You get it how you live it. You heard? You get it how you live it. But this is nasty work, right? Shout out to 50 Cent against Southside in the building. You already know, huh? Shout out to my hometown, Southside, Jamaica, Queens. Queens get the motherfucking money. But listen, 50 Cent be dragging her. He ain't the only one. I'm just saying him because he got a very big platform. Child, he be dragging her for filth. For filth. And you not saying nothing, Papoose. And it's not just him, it's a lot of people. You don't ever step in the arena and be like, nah, y'all going too far. This my woman. See? Nobody respects her because she hasn't given anybody anything to respect. Hmm? That's a real deal, Holyfield. People don't want to respect her because she hasn't given anybody anything to respect, right? Again, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And y'all really could have moved around, even though y'all both cheaters, whatever. Y'all could have sweetened the pot a little bit. Like, hold up, let's talk about this, let's talk about that. As we know in marriage, they say in a vow, to death do us part. Unfortunately, that doesn't always happen. People get divorced, people get separated. It happens every day to everybody, regular people, celebrities, it happens. At the end of the day, when y'all got exposed, right, it could have been two things that happened. You could have denied it, right? Because they teach you that, right? Public relations, you're gonna be the face of your brand. I would have like, no, Papoose. No, Papoose is a very personal friend of mine. We're cool. Papoose is a mentor. I'm a hip hop head. I love Papoose. Like Claressa she could have shaped that whole narrative into something different. Where we would have had nothing to talk about, right? Even if Remy would have came with the receipts of you, da da da. Well, guess what? I'm not gonna substantiate whatever. Me and Papoose are friends, okay? And he loves boxing. He's an avid boxing fan, and I'm a hip hop head, and we're friends. And that's all it will ever be. You could have rolled that narrative, baby. You could have rolled that narrative until they really got divorced. And you could have popped out with the engagement ring, like, yeah, me and Pap got it done. Look at Alicia Keys, right? Not to bring in, shout out to Alicia Keys. Look at Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats and Mashonda, right? We all know what happened. I'm gonna say allegedly with a big cherry on top, but we all know what happened with Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys and Mashonda. Okay, we know what happened. But if you notice, people don't harp on that. You know, people kind of put the blinders on because it wasn't nothing to talk about. Now, do I believe? I believe that Swiss Beats and Alicia was dealing with each other when he was still with Mashonda. Sure, yeah, yeah, yeah. But the way they packaged that situation, huh? The way Mashonda and Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys packaged that situation, we really couldn't say nothing. Cause now they together, they call themselves a blended family, y'all. You see how they took control of that narrative. Do y'all see how Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys and Mashonda, okay, flipped and bounced and repackaged and repurposed that narrative? So when they repurpose the narrative, what are we gonna say? Oh, Swiss Beats cheated with Alicia Keys. We done forgot about that. Now they're a blended family. They go on vacation together. The kids are growing up together. That's exactly how they packaged it. Do I think that situation is very much different from what happened with Remy Ma and Pap? I think it's pretty much the same shit. It's just packaged differently, right? Sometimes when you're doing wrong, you can't be wrong and strong. Respectfully, shout out to Alicia Keys and Miss Shawn and Swiss Beats. Okay, shout out to them. Sometimes when you know you wrong, you can't be strong, baby. You gotta fall back. You know you sleeping with that woman husband. You know you fucking with him. You already know that. You gotta take a back seat though. You know what you doing with him. Your personal friends know what's going on. You gotta fall back because it's all about image in the public eye. You are your own brand. Claressa Shields is a brand and an entity. You're a boxer, entertainer, all that good stuff. You have to maintain the favor of the public. Even though the public may know low key what you really doing, you don't want to give them that. You understand what I'm saying? You can't give them the whole farm, baby. You give them a little tomatoes, a little onions, a little eggplant, but you can't give them the whole entire farm. And what you did, Claressa, is you gave us the farm. Okay, that's it. Is not no turning back. So we're going to talk about the situation. We're going to expound on it. We're going to explore it. We're going to dissect it. We're going to pick apart. We're going to scrutinize it. And then we're going to give commentary on it because that's exactly what it's hitting on. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's exactly what it's hitting on. Okay. So again, this whole situation could have been made something beautiful. Like, no, we're friends and, this and this and that. But you wanted to one up Remy, and this is where you will continue to fall short. You chasing behind Remy literally destroyed you. Real talk. You chasing behind Remy, trying to one up Remy, trying to be in the mix. That's what destroyed you, bro. Let me let you know. You destroyed your own brand. This whole shit was like Bizarro World. You dealing with somebody's husband, but then you're running behind them trying to troll them, and then you're trying to be them at the same time. You're trying to walk and talk and dress and act like them. It's giving crazy, bruh. Nobody not jacking that. Nobody not jacking that. And that's exactly where you fell short. Okay. And this is exactly why you will not be able to redeem yourself. Now, I'm not going to lie. In the beginning, I said, hey, maybe she falls back from Papoose. She'll be able to redeem herself and move on, and people, would take you seriously. But unfortunately, you have put yourself so deep, dark down in the social media abyss that you're not going to be able to come up out of it. You have made too many enemies out here. You have burned a lot of bridges out here. And at the end of the day, when everything is said and all the money is gone, you're going to find yourself by yourself. With no papoose, no kids, no friends, no nothing. We're going to be hearing about you on that show called Unsung about 3-4 years from now. That's what's going to happen. You had a small window of opportunity to leave this nigga alone. You had a small window of opportunity to focus on your career. You had that very small opportunity and you blew it. You blew it. We don't care about your next fight. Your next fight is in 3 days. And we're going to be there to laugh because we know it's fixed, allegedly. We're going to be there to laugh. We're not taking it. Who's buying tickets for that? I'm hearing the tickets are half off, right? We're going to watch it on YouTube. Someone's going to stream it, right? We are not even interested in your branding anymore. We're not interested in what you got going on. We're not interested in your career. We are interested to see this whole situation implode. Okay. And again, rolling back to Papoose, we have spent a lot of time blaming Claressa, blaming this. We always will blame the other woman, right? Historically, that's how it goes. We'll blame the other woman. But are we not going to blame the man who's laying it down? Are we not going to blame the man? Huh? It takes two people to tango. Claressa can't hunch by herself. It takes two people to tangle. And what Papoose has done, because listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, shout out to Brooklyn. Papoose is a trickster. He's very big on technology, right? He's big on technology. This is the same way he manipulated some of y'all last year, whatever, to believe that Remy was a problem. Some of y'all was like, oh, Remy ain't shit. She was in jail. Papoose held her down. Yeah, he was holding her down with her own fucking money. Let's not forget about that. He was holding her down with her own bread. She came out to nothing. He went to the visits every day for 2 to 3 hours. And after he left the visits, he was hanging out with the next broad. Let's not forget about that. Remy told us all. Remy came out and had to go fist to cuff with a couple of broads on the strength for him. Let's not forget about that either. Papoose is the main problem over here, y'all. The way I perceive, and I'm going to say the way I perceive, allegedly, he's a slick talker. He's a Brooklyn Brownsville nigga, okay? Brownsville never ran, never will. Brownsville niggas will take it from you. Okay? Brownsville, Brooklyn niggas will rob you right in front of your face. They'll take it from you. Okay? And if he gotta play the long game with you, he gonna play that long game with you. If he gotta come through and rub on Clarissa feet every morning and kiss on that bunion on her big toe, he gonna do that. If he gotta rub her down with shea butter every morning, he gonna do that. If he gotta put sulfur 8, and he gotta put sulfate in her scalp because her scalp got dandruff, the nigga gonna do it. He gonna do all of that. He gonna do what he gotta do to get on the inside. He's all the way on the inside. He got her mind, body, and soul and spirit to boot. You better believe it, y'all. You better believe it. Papoose is in it for the long haul. But like I said, he will never ever defend this woman. And it's sad to watch. It really is sad. I actually feel bad sometimes. I'm like, yo, do he not see people dragging her? Do he not see what people are saying in the comment section? Do he not see what other celebrities? You getting attacked everywhere. Now, sidebar to everything, okay? So we already know that Miss Shanika, okay, shout out to Miss Shanika, okay, over there in Atlanta, okay, on the radio show. Again, Miss Shanika just asked one question. She didn't dog you out. She didn't play in your face. She just said, yo, how long you gonna deal with a married man? That's all she wanted to know. She didn't call you out your name. She didn't call you, she didn't allude to you being a hoe. She didn't do nothing like that. She just wanted to know because, it's a pressing question that people have. How long are you going to deal with this married man? Or do you not see what's going on? She was so mad. She was so mad, child. But she wasn't mad enough. And I keep reiterating this, y'all. You can't believe everything you hear, right? You can't believe everything you hear and everything you see. Clarissa was mad, but she took the passive aggressive approach, y'all. Right? If you listen to Clarissa, she gonna have you believe she one of them guys. Right? She gonna have you believe she one of them guys. I'm one of them guys. Chill. I'm one of them guys. You better believe it. Big South Jamaica Queens in the building. I'm one of them guys. She will have you believe that she'll get out there and get active. You mean to tell me that Miss Shanika told you to your face and looked you in your eyeballs and asked you a question and said, how long you gonna deal with this married man? And you didn't stand up, bitch. You ain't stand up and say, hold up, you could have did your big one there. You would have went viral. I know you like to go viral. You could have been like, bitch, huh? Who? You could have went crazy. You could have shook them tables, wilded out, cursed out. It would have been nothing. They can't do nothing with you. They can't hold you. But you didn't do that. You didn't do that. You waited until you was in a comfortability of your own crib and went to Instagram and started making noise. We now you're not one of them guys. You're not one of them guys. If you let Clarissa tell it, she'll make you think she one of them guys. You ain't one of them guys. You ain't like that. You ain't one of them guys. I'm gonna tell you who's one of them guys. Okay, hip hop and chill is one of them guys, nigga. Let me give myself a round of applause. I'm one of them guys. Big shout out to South Jamaica, Queens, Rochdale, Sufton, South Side, all around North Side, Merrick, all that good shit. I'm one of them guys. Come on, let's go. Stop playing. Okay, you went home in the comfortability of your own home and you started kicking up dust. You fat bitch. Who? He? Her? Why you ain't? Oh, your man. Who? You cheated on your man with a barber. Why you ain't tell that to her face and see where the shit went? I'm just saying. You could have told her that's her face and you could have seen what happened after that. I mean, what's the worst going to happen? They going to tell you to leave the studio. So what? You've been kicked out of better places. No, you've been kicked out of better places. Stop. Huh? Why you ain't get active right there in a moment? That could have been your big one, like, yo, Miss Shanika, SMD, what you talking about? You don't know me. Why you asking me about how long I'm gonna deal with a married man, bitch? You was sleeping with your barber, allegedly. Da 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 da. You fat bitch. Da da. Why you ain't do that? Right? Why you ain't do that? What's the worst thing you really could have did? They were like, yo, Clarissa, please leave the building. Bitch, Bah, I'm going. I would be like, yo, check me out August 15th. I'm going to fight. You could have promoted your whole shit in one big swoop. You're not one of them guys, nigga. You can have them people believe that. And that's why Papoose playing with you the way he is, because you ain't one of them guys. You heard? You ain't one of them guys. You hear me? That shit is called passive aggressive activity. You can't pop shit after hours. You was just in her face. Miss Shaniqua asked you to your face. She didn't talk. She looked you in your eyes. Child, please. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. Good morning, Sexy J, my beautiful ma. Good morning. Thank you for the donation, darling. Okay. One more again, because I love you like cook food, baby. One more again, baby. Okay, Sexy J said like, share, subscribe, and get a membership. Okay, y'all turn green up in here. Turn green up in here. Okay, thank you so much, my love. Love you like cook food. Thank you, sis. That's all I'm saying. It's just it's too much. It's too much. Stop pretending. Okay, the person that you need to have the energy with, right? Respectfully, the person that you need to really get activated on is the nigga that you playing with named Papoose. This nigga sat there and told everybody that he don't even live with you. He said, I don't live with her. She live where she live. I live where I live. Okay. He put a line of demarcation, said we ain't together like that. We play. We ain't serious. And I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. If a man wants you and he needs you and he love you, why you horses cannot stop him from coming to get you? Right? Papoose do not work a 9 to 5. Papoose is not in the office. Okay. Papoose is not doing, and he doesn't have to punch a clock. Any work, air quote, work that he is doing, Papoose can do it at your crib in Atlanta. Okay. Papoose can do it at your crib in Atlanta. If he's air quote working from home, he can literally do it at your crib. Okay. Same with you. Right? Same with you. You are a boxer, you travel. You can make your main residence in New York at his crib or New Jersey. Not really sure what crib he at. Right? That could be your main residence. Oh, yeah, I live with Pat. Like, what's stopping y'all? I mean, you already told the world that you're a couple. You already done told us that you want to have a baby by next year. You done told us that you want 4 children by this married man. You done told us that you want the big house with a white picket fence and a farmhouse sink. You done told us all of this. What is stopping y'all from living together? Because the relationship ain't sturdy like that. That nigga is not willing to wake up every morning to see your face. And that's just what it is. Okay? I'm a woman of a certain age. I understand how relationships go. You can have a situationship. You can have an uck buddy, okay? You can have a friend. You know, as we get older, ladies, we call, our boyfriends our friends. Mr. Earl, our friend, our friend. You can have a friend, but this man is not moving like he has intention to marry you and be with you for the rest of his life. You are an ends to a means. Papoose is trying to gather his coins. Papoose is still married, been in a relationship over 20 years. He is not going to leave a marriage, get divorced, and get married again. That nigga wants to be free. He want to spread his wings like Troop. Y'all remember that song back in the day with Troop? Spread my wings and fly away to a place that I long for, and my heart will be the pathway. What? He want to spread his wings. He not trying to get into another marriage. Why? He done been locked. Listen, let me tell y'all respectfully. Shout out to Papoose. For real, because I do like Papoose. I always have, all right? Let me drop a bomb for real. When it comes to marriage, when it comes to relationships, Papoose sucks at it. I'm just saying. When it comes to long-term relationships and marriage and all that, Papoose sucks at it. Because allegedly, he's been cheating the whole time. Why would you even want to marry somebody like that? If a nigga is going to cheat with you, he will cheat on you. He will. Okay? Miss Topanga 147 blew up the spot. Topanga came through like kaboom. Guess who stepped in the room to Cal? She blew up the spot. She was like, yo, I've been hunching that nigga before he got married and when he was married and when Remy was in jail. She said she was doing it. Remy even said it. Remy said he is a person that's going to do what he wants. Claressa, you are not the only one. There are others. The only thing is Remy didn't tell you who the others were, right? Remy Ma not gonna give you the keys to the castle. She just said those women are out there. There are others. You find it out. You want to be with Papoose so bad, bitch? You act like Columbo. Go over there like Columbo with your trench coat on, okay, and start asking questions, all right? Come through like the Spectre Gadget with the fucking magnifying glass. Remy is not going to give you the keys to the castle. You want this nigga so bad, go fight for him and go fight the other women that's dealing with him. There's other women allegedly in the tuck. In the tuck. Look at Remy. Look at her. Look how beautiful and smart she is. She's a go-getter. She was able to turn her life around. She's a CEO. She got her own network, music. She got the respect of the people. You can't mess with her. You think Papoose don't want to be back in? You think Papoose, hey, good morning, Unicorn. You think Papoose don't want to be back in that circle? There are places in hip hop right now. I can only imagine that Papoose is not only frowned upon, he's not invited to. Yeah. Huh? There are places right now where Papoose is not able to show his face in a hip hop industry, those parties, those get togethers, those brunches, those soirees, all that. He's not able to pull up because now he got Claressa Shields, and Claressa Shields is luggage. Huh? Claressa Shields is luggage, heavy, heavy luggage. He can't lug her around. Y'all was at that BT Awards. It was a clowned out show. You had people looking side eye at you. Like, what is she doing? You was walking down that aisle with Papoose. It was a mess. Papoose was walking and his eyes was so open. I know. Yo, Papoose eyes was mad open. I said, why his eyes open like that? He was walking down that aisle like he was under duress. His eyes was open mad big like he was Mr. Furley from motherfucking Three's Company, child. He had his eyes open real big like Mr. Furley. That nigga said, come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you. Where the kisses are hers and her. Yo, the nigga eyeballs is on fleek. What? Them eyeballs is on fucking fleek. He was walking like a robot, and then Claressa, she all, I don't know, she hopping around, looking around. Yo, it was nasty work. It was embarrassing. He was walking so stiff. And she, baby, she was hopping, looking back, looking front, looking side. Look, yo, and then the people in the audience are side-eyeing the whole situation. It was embarrassing. He can't take you nowhere. He can't take you nowhere, beloved. And Papoose know he messed up. He messed up. Now, I will say this, okay? I will say this. I will give Papoose these flowers, okay? Like I said, I'm not a hater. I've been a Papoose fan since the late 90s, okay? Shout out to DJ K Slade once again, RIP, okay? I never felt like Papoose got his flowers as a rapper. I will say that. I will say that. I never ever felt like he got the accolades, or I don't feel like he went where he was supposed to go. Because I'm not gonna lie, he has skills. I'm not gonna take that away from him. He does. But he was never that guy. And you know what I'm saying? He never got to the level where he was supposed to be 20 years ago. So now, fast forward 2026, he's trending. Go ahead and eat, Papoose. Go ahead and eat, baby. Eat, 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 eat. Don't leave no fucking crumbs. Eat. If that bitch want, listen, go eat. Eat. Let your name keep hashtagging everywhere. Let them hashtag Papoose, Claressa. This your time to shine. This your time to shine. Okay? This is your time, Papoose. Go get your bag. Hashtag everywhere. And that's exactly why I say when she start wilding out and acting crazy, Papoose will never stop her. Mm-mm. Papoose will never stop that woman. He wants her to go crazy. He appreciates when you crash out, Clarissa. I ain't gonna lie to you. This I'm telling you about this Brooklyn nigga. He appreciates when you go crazy. Huh? Chad? He appreciates when you go crazy, right? Oh, Clarissa dumbing out. She going live. He don't stop you. He don't stop you. He don't say, nah, baby, chill. Don't do that. Don't hit that live button. Nah, don't go to that interview. No, don't go to the comment section. He'll never tell you that. He appreciates when you act crazy because you two are together, you two peas in a pod. So when you act crazy, that brings traction to him too. See, Clarissa is the last to know. You're the last to realize. You're a pawn in this game. I'm trying to tell you. So again, I don't know what he told you. I don't know if he, substantiate, oh, yes, we're going to get married. I know one time, child, this is many, many moons ago. You were on a live, this is like a couple of years ago, and you showed your finger. You were wearing a ring and you said engaged. Child, engaged to who? Who you engaged to? Engaged to who? See what I'm saying? This nigga feeding you soup. He is feeding you soup. He's feeding you lies, and you're falling for it hook, line, and sinker. And it's very embarrassing to watch it all. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's very embarrassing to watch it all. It's a mess. It's an entire mess. And again, like I said before, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. But we always have to go back to day one, right? We got to go back to basics on this, y'all, right? We got to go back to the inception of it all. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. Do I think that Clarissa is crazy in love with Papoose? Yes. I think she put Papoose before God, before Jesus Christ. She puts Papoose in front of her family. She'll put Papoose in front of herself, right? But we can't forget the inception of this relationship. You were being pushed aside. You were being ignored. You were being mishandled, okay? Period. You were being pushed to the side. You was being curved, right? Papoose was curving you left and right. We seen the receipts. I mean, listen, y'all can pretend like the receipts aren't there. The internet never dies. He was curving you. He didn't want you. But see, the sidebar about Clarissa, I think that she just wanted to get with a rapper. If you ask me, I really think she wanted to be with 50 Cent. Hmm. I think she been had her eye on 50. Hmm. Yeah. We all seen the video when you was on that stage. You was enamored. You were enamored. You were enthralled. You were open. Your nose is wide open like the Holland Tunnel. Ooh, child. Your nose is open, right? You looked at 50. You said, ooh, that's a mogul. That's a conglomerate. We talking G on the film, G on the radio, G on the this, G on that. 50 Cent as a man, the brand, everything, right? You saw 50, you had stars in your eyes, chair. You wanted that nigga. Let's talk about the real shit, because that's who you really wanted. You wanted 50. You said, this nigga got so much money, and he got so much clout, and he easy on the eyes. Yeah, I can mess with 50, and this will make a great love story. Because we all know that 50 is that nigga. Not to mention, shout out again to Southside Jamaica Queens. 50 Cent used to box. Oh, we remember 50 Cent back in the days, child. Huh? We remember you, 50. We remember you, baby. He used to box. He got hands, child. And think about that. He was a boxer and you're a professional boxer. So to you, that made a lovely love story. Ooh, child. Hmm. You wanted that nigga bad. Hmm. And it just didn't work for you. I think you would have fucked with any nigga that was on, respectfully. I think any guy that would have gave you attention, you would have just, if he was a you hot enough rapper, you would have went for it. You would have went for it. And 50 flew you out and you was over there, right? Was New Orleans, New Orleans, right? And you're on stage and he was very hospitable. Right. Shout out to Boo Boo. Shout out to 134 God Bro. Shout out to 137 God Bro. Okay, yes, honey. We're gonna represent for Southside Jamaican Queens all day and every day. Okay. But you was in love, child. Ooh, child. You was open off that nigga. He didn't give you a chance. But anyway, you was on a stage and you was feeling yourself. And he was very hospitable. He was very folksy. He made you feel comfortable. But see, the question is, why does he keep calling you funky? God damn. Ah, huh? Why 50 Cent keep calling you funky? He said, not so fast, funky. Did he smell something? I mean, I don't know, child. Not to mention Cameron, child, because we're going to talk a little bit about that. Not to mention Cameron. Okay, shout out to Flea. Shout out to Killer. Okay. You was all in Flea's inbox. You was in Flea's inbox. And you was trying to get a conversation going. God damn it. You was trying to get a conversation going. Huh? You was trying to get the conversation going. And that nigga dubbed you. And then he turned around and called you sir. Like, that is embarrassing. See what I'm saying? That's probably how you move with these niggas. You go up in their inbox and start chitter chattering, doing small talk, seeing if it's gonna bite. See, a nigga like Cameron, shout out to Flea. A nigga like Cameron is not impressed by anything you got going on. He already said he don't even really fuck with women's boxing, right? And he got his own money. He got his own shit. He ain't one of these niggas that's trying to look for a come up. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. He ain't one of these niggas trying to look for a come up. Thank you so much, sis. You already know. Like, share, subscribe. Okay, there we go. Thank you, sis. Cameron got his own money. He not looking for no come up. He don't need your bread. He been getting money. So when he dubbed you, right, you kept trying to push the narrative and all that, like he's like, sir, right? And when he's doing that, embarrassing you, where's Papoose? That's what I'm trying to say. Is yeah, she gets in them DMs, turquoise. She gets in them DMs. That's the claim to fame. She gets in them DMs, and then you gotta remember, especially a New York nigga, right? Shout out to Flea. Shout out to Flea. Shout out to Cameron, right? A New York nigga, especially getting money, like they don't care about all that inbox talking. Cause they already know how to get to it. Right? You gotta grab somebody else up, right? Somebody who's not doing too well that's gonna fall into your clutches, right? It's nasty work. The DMs, she be taking a plane. She take a flight to these niggas' DMs and start talking, acting like she talking about some boxing shit. Like, yeah, ooh, ooh, ooh. Like Kim was like, yo, I don't even care about none of that. And then you're trying to press the conversation. And he was actually politely trying to brush you off. Like, it's crazy work. That's why I say it don't matter how much money you have. Like, you probably not happy with what's going on. You know deep down inside that nigga Papoose really still love his wife. You know that. You know that. You hear it every day and you question it. And Papoose refuses to go public and go live and tell the world that he loves you and tell the world that, yo, I don't care what you say about Claressa. I love her to death. She's my rib. She's everything to me. I can't sleep. I can't breathe without her. That's the energy he needs to be coming with when it comes to you. He never comes with that energy. His energy is always fall back mode. He gonna fall back. Papoose will only speak up if he's defending himself. Take notice. When all that shit was going down with him and Remy, he will open his mouth to defend himself. Right? Right? When he felt 50 was dissing him, he came out and dissed 50. He didn't mention Claressa in none of the song. Her name, he didn't even allude to her. Papoose will only speak up if it's worth it for him. Do you understand what I'm saying? He will never come out and say, you know what? If it's me and Claressa against the world, that's just what's going to be. Huh? I need to be your public relations rep. That's how you need to be coming, Pat. You need to go live on Instagram and be like, listen, I don't care about none of y'all niggas. I love Claressa. And as far as I'm concerned, it's me and Claressa against the world. And I want to support her to the death of me. I want to do everything I can to make sure she good. That should be the energy. I'm just saying, that's the energy you need to have. You should shut down all the rumors. You should shut down all the rumors like, yo, I'm not taking nothing from her. Look at all the receipts. I didn't spend all this money on her. I didn't invested in her. I didn't this, that. Show the receipts. Show everything. Shut people up. Hey, China. Shut everybody up. Show us. Yo, this is the receipts. Look at what I bought. Look at this Birkin. Look at this Gucci bag. Look at this. I done did this for her. I done started up an LLC. I done spent my money. Da da da. You can literally show the receipts and shut people the hell up. But the thing is, you don't want us to shut up. You don't want us to shut up. You want us to swing. You want us to be in a big circle in the schoolyard, and Claressa got the blindfold over her eyes, and she just swinging wildly. She's swinging wildly. She's swinging, she's windmilling. She don't even know if the hits is going to land. She just swinging because she's getting hit from every angle. They drag her by her eyelashes. They drag her, and you sitting there watching it. All this chitter chatter about Claressa and people, saying that you using her, whatever the case may be, you can literally shut it down. This is not the time to shut up. Shut it down. Tell people how much you love Claressa. Tell people how happy you are that she's in your life and she's an asset. Tell us that you're gonna make Claressa dreams come true. And she's gonna be a mother and she's gonna have 4 children and you're gonna build a home for her. Why don't you tell us that? You know why you can't tell us that, Papoose? See, I'm a woman of a certain age, Pat. Okay? Real talk. Me and you probably could have been in high school together. I mean, of course I would have been younger, but listen, you won't say that about you won't say that about her because that means now we're going to hold you to a standard, right? We understand this. All the old heads, we know this. You will never outwardly profess your love and admiration and adoration for this woman. You will never go live and give your true intentions about this woman. You won't. You won't put a name to it. You won't put a timestamp on it. You won't do it because everything in regards to this woman is very much open-ended, right? And open-ended meaning there is no date for you to do anything for this broad because you're never going to do anything for this broad. Period, point blank. We already understand your assignment, right? It don't cost you nothing to go on Instagram live and say, yo, I love this woman and I don't care how y'all feel about her. She's accomplished. She's beautiful. We're going to get married. As soon as my divorce is over with and done with, me and Claressa Shields will be married. She is going to be Mrs. Claressa Shields Mackey. That's going to be her name. And we're going to have a blended family. And hopefully by the next year or so, we can all this tied up. You will never ever express that about this woman because that's not how you feel about her. And once you start talking that shit, we gonna be like, hold up, Papoose, you said 6 months ago, so you don't want us to put your feet to the fire. And this is what we doing this morning, bro. We putting you in the fire. I'm holding you accountable. What is your intentions with Claressa Shields, right? I don't want to hear that you her man. That doesn't. We not in high school, right? You almost 50. She's 31. Are you dating with intention? Are you dating with intention? Are you looking forward to be married to this woman? The survey says no. And this woman is so jaded. Like it's almost like she put her own blinders in front of her eyes. This man is playing with you. Okay? This man will not defend you in public. The only time he will open his mouth or come out with a diss song is when he's defending himself. You done got dragged by the best of them. You done got dragged through other celebrity social media. Podcasters, vloggers, we all drag you. This man will not open his mouth and defend you. He's gonna let the narratives run. He likes to hear that people think he's using you. He gets a kick out of that. Any real man will be disgusted. Like, yo, hold up. Y'all can say anything y'all want about me. See, Papoose, listen very closely. Go live later on Instagram. Okay? You should be like, nah, hold up. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about me, but I love this woman. She's my life. I would never use her for anything. See, you need to put that foundation there, right? You refuse to put that foundation there because, to be honest, the lies are more entertaining than the truth. You don't have good intentions for this girl, right? I'm telling you, this is my perception. I could be dead wrong. I don't feel like you have good intentions for her. I feel like you're going to run her down, you're going to walk her down, and you're going to empty out that bank account, and you're going to keep it fucking moving. And that's it. And nobody can say nothing to you, right? This is what we call in the hood friendly extortion, y'all, all right? This is what we call in the hood friendly extortion. This is what the fuck this is looking like, right? And at the end of the day, like I said, the root cause, the root problem of everybody going crazy and back and forth, it all boils down to Pat. Pat is going to throw the rocks and he's going to hide his hands. He's going to let the woman squabble and fight and go back and forth. And he's going to lay back in the cut. You know, he's a Pisces. Let me tell you something. My older sister is a Pisces child. They something to deal with. Pisces can be very secretive. They can be cunning and conniving and very manipulative. And these are all the traits I see. And shout out to my sister. Let me give you a round of applause, child. But I'm just saying, this is a trait of Pisces that I know, right? He's gonna throw the rocks. He's gonna set it off. Papoose is the type of guy that's gonna set off the grenade. He's gonna bite the tip of the grenade off. He gonna throw that shit and he gonna fall back and he gonna let everybody get blown up. But I'm telling you right now, the summer is coming to an end. We about to be entering into fall in about a month or so, and this is gonna be Papoose season, y'all. Right? Papoose gonna get ate the hell up on this internet. Huh? You won't get ate the hell up on this internet. It's not gonna be no crumbs left, right? Because we need to hold Papoose accountable, y'all. We can't keep sliding this nigga under the rug. We can't just keep sweeping and mopping this nigga away. He is the main problem. Papoose can literally shut down all of the issues. Well, I'm gonna take Remy out of it because Remy doesn't have an issue with this woman. Right. But what Papoose can do is get in front of this and shut down all of the rumors in regards to Remy Ma, Claressa Shields, even Topanga147. He can literally open his mouth and get in front of all of this. But he likes this. Papoose is narcissistic. Again, this is my perception. I can be wrong. But he comes off like a narc, for real. He does. And he don't want to clear nothing up because again, the lies and the drama is more entertaining than the truth. Again, Papoose, you don't have to do no interviews, even though you should. Your ass need to be on that damn Breakfast Club and you need to be over here with this, that, and the third, right? But you don't need to do that, Papoose. You got a big enough platform where you can literally sit there and you can have a talk with the fans and the people and say, listen, enough is enough. As a man, as a grown ass man, you can sit there on your platform and be like, you know what, enough is enough. I'm tired of y'all talking about the woman I love. I'm tired of y'all creating fake narratives. I am in love with her. I do not want Remy Ma. Remy has gone her own way. We are only in it to take care of our child that we have in common. I'm going to marry Claressa. I am going to marry her by next year. We are going to get married. This is, just tell your intentions. Shut the rumors down. Tell people you tired of hearing this, that, and the third. It's easy. You don't even promote her. And that's another thing. You don't promote her endeavors. You don't. If you with a man, if you're in a relationship with a man, and whether, you're a business owner, you're a vlogger, you this, you that, you're a boxer, and your man doesn't promote you and your man don't support you, you need to get rid of him. You need to get rid of him because he doesn't have your best intention in mind. He just doesn't. Yeah, we know that's not his intentions, but that's the whole point, law student. You feel me? That's the whole point. I'm trying to paint this nigga into a box. We all know he don't feel that way. Huh? Law student. We all know he don't feel that way. But now I'm appealing to his senses, right? If you clearly love this woman and she's the best thing since sliced bread and the best thing that ever happened to you, why don't you go on your Instagram live and shut everybody down? It's that easy. One, two, three. Once you start shutting them, then the vloggers have nothing to talk about. We don't gotta do commentary because you already shut it down. Like, look, this is the timeline. By next year, me and Claressa will be married. You'll be like, oh, we don't even need a big wedding. We'll go to the justice of peace because I want to be with this woman. You're never going to do that because that's not your intention, right? So everything I'm telling you to do is something you're not going to do because you don't feel that way. The same way is if you was really interested in getting rid of Remy Ma, y'all would have just signed papers. You coming back now in the 11th hour talking about you want her money. You want to have her money? And like I said, I don't even believe he wants half the money. He knows by saying that he wants half of the money that Remy Ma's gonna be like, nah, nigga, not so fast. The lawyer's gonna get involved. That's more litigation. We know litigation, y'all. Okay? We know litigation can take a long time. This can push this back another year before they finally divorce. That gives Papoose enough time to scrape the bottom of the barrel, huh? Scrape the bottom of the barrel, huh? Scrape the bottom of the barrel and get the rest of that money, get the rest of that coin. That gives him space and opportunity. I'm telling you this nigga from Brooklyn. I'm telling you how they move. I don't believe he wants half of Remy's money. I don't believe that. I just think that was something that he said, right? To get the juices flowing, to get the wheels of justice flowing. Now Remy's consulting with her lawyers, and now they back at the round table. That's going to be another year before everything is rectified. And that gives him another year, another 365 days, another 12 months to go get that mother effing bag. We ain't slow over here. And Clarissa's sitting here defending him. He filed for divorce. It doesn't matter. I'm married. I can file for divorce with my husband right now. We've been married 20 years. I can file for divorce from my husband. Do that mean that it's gonna go through? Does that mean that if we're gonna keep going? Anybody can file anything. The same way anybody can file a lawsuit. That doesn't mean it's going anywhere. All you doing is filing, is a legal instrument. I'm just filing it. You got to know what the F you talking about before you start talking. Anybody can file, just like anybody can file a lawsuit. People file lawsuits because they drink coffee from McDonald's and the coffee burns their fucking lip. Anybody can file anything. Does that mean it's going to go through? You got to put on your thinking cap now, right? Anybody can file anything. This been going on since last year, May 2025. He filed. So do you ever sit up in a bed, okay, and say, Papoose, what's up with this? You'll never ask him that because you know if you put pressure on Papoose, that nigga gonna walk out the door. You are fully aware of that. Okay? How you laying with a nigga every day and you not asking him like, yo, what's yo? Me, if that was me, if I was you, I'd be like, Papoose, show me the paperwork, yo. Show me the paperwork. If I was you and Papoose was my Papoose, no, shut up. That's me. All right. Shout out to Southside Jamaica Queens in the building. We getting it done. Fuck you talking about? My husband would never. Yo, nigga, show me the paperwork. What you? No. Shut up. Shut up. Go get the paperwork now. I don't want to hear who told you nothing over the phone. Because you know niggas will run that. Right? I told y'all before. These New York niggas, these guys, one of them guys. My husband is one of them guys too. Papoose is one of them guys. Oh, you know, I spoke to the lady. I said, I spoke to the lady. The lady where? The lady where? Show me the paperwork. Shut up. Show me the paperwork. Show me when this is going down. Because I'm not going to keep playing with you. And that's the thing, Claressa. You need to set a time frame now. Right? This nigga done played in your face for mad long. Now, you need to take the bull by the horns and be like, yo, Papoose, whatever's going on with you and Remy, nigga, I'm giving you to next March 2027. If this shit ain't buttoned up, you gotta go. Now he gonna either sink or swim. He gonna fall or he gonna rise to the motherfucking occasion. But you not gonna play with me, nigga. Oh, da. No. This is a time frame, Papoose. If I was you, Claressa, this is a time frame. By your next birthday, March 6th or March 7th, 2027, Papoose, I'm going to need to see that divorce done. If that divorce is not done, we done. Oh, you want to know what, lady? Is a little joke, see, Boogie. So, I guess this is just, a hood thing, and I always joke about my husband and, I joke about, my homeboys and my friends, one thing about men, especially these New York niggas, they run their mouth, like my husband, a little joke. Let's say I'm like, yo, you need to go to the gas company and go pay that bill in person. Go do that over there, right? He know he not gonna do it. He doing everything else except for that. So then when I come home, I'm like, yo, did you pay you went to the gas company? You went and paid that bill? I had went in there and shit, you know what I'm saying? I had went in there and all that, and the lady said to come back. No, what lady? Like, did you pay it? So it's always the lady. My husband always bothering because he always says the lady, yo, because the lady said, and or what happened. It's always the lady. I don't want to hear the lady. I need to see that bill is paid. I need to see the paperwork. So that's just an inside joke with me and my husband. The lady, right? We don't want to hear about the lady. We don't want to hear about the lady. But you need to put your foot down. Papoose, if you are not divorced by Remy Ma by your next birthday, March 2027, we done, son. I'm not wasting more time, no more time on this. Now you're putting a time frame on him. Now he has to sink or swim. Oh, you got it? You got it? It's a little personal joke. Like I always tease my husband. I be like, yo, did you go? Did you do this? Nah, when I went there, shit, the lady has said, da, da, da. Nah, nigga, ain't no lady. Let me talk to them. Like, just that's just that, they're New York City. I'm a little feisty. Southside Jamaican Queens in the building. I'm a little feisty. My husband feisty too. We feisty together. Okay. Yeah. That's how I would be moving. You listen. Claressa, listen to this. I'm teaching you some real shit. This how you get these niggas in line. What you talking about? Nah. I need to know that this divorce gonna happen by March 2027. If you're not divorced, you gotta go. Claressa, you the one with the bag. This don't even make no sense. Papoose need to be running behind you. You the one with the bag. How you put him in power and you the money line? You the money line. He not the money line. He not the money line. What we talking about? This don't make no damn sense. You the one holding the cash. You got the stash spot, and this nigga playing in your face. I would not listen. The shit that's going on with you and Papoose, if it was me, beloved, it would not even went this far. And I would have put Papoose where he needed to be. Because if I got the millions that you got, baby girl, I'm driving this shit. That nigga in the back seat. If I was you, Claressa, I would have been playing him from the gate. I would deal with him the way I want to deal with him. And I'm not showing you off either. Huh? If I was you, Claressa, that nigga would have never got no shine. He would have never been on no red carpets. I would have did interviews without even mentioning him. He would have understood that my presence was a present, nigga. He would have understood that my presence is a present, y'all, okay? I would have left Papoose in side nigga status. Oh, you want to still be married to your wife? But guess what, nigga? I'll take you out when I want to play with you. Until then, I'm putting you on the shelf. When I want some D, or I want you to give me some sloppy toppy, I'll take you off. Until then, stay on the shelf. You are not a part of what's going on. It is me, 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 me. And that's the attitude you need to have. Bitch, you a boss. You got money. I always say, I put myself first. I put myself in front of my husband. He know that. I've been with that nigga 20 years, married, legally married 20 years. I let that nigga know in the alphabet, I always become before you, nigga. I always come before you in the alphabet. What? Please. It's always gonna be me first. And that's how you gotta tame these niggas. Right? So now when he with you, he understands the importance and how much weight you hold. And that's how you get put on a pedestal. Now, I'm not telling you to disrespect a nigga, but you put a nigga where he belong. You don't never put no man in front of you. And you got the bag. You crazy? That's how you separate the women from the girls. If I was you, Claressa, I would have been dating other niggas and Papoose at the same time. The paparazzi would have seen me with some celebrity football player taking pictures, and Papoose would have been calling me every day, questioning love, questioning. You got this nigga thinking that, he running shit. That's the problem. You don't got nobody teaching you nothing and you don't want to learn nothing. You the one with the bag, but you running behind him. How a married man can play with you like that? I would have been embarrassing that nigga all through social media. They would have been like, yo, do Claressa East still mess with Papoose? Everybody would have been guessing. Because every time I go to a red carpet event, I got enough. Oh shit, I'm with this rapper, I'm with this singer. Not that you sleeping with them, but you moving around. You're dating. You're single, baby. You're dating. You're giving Papoose marriage privileges, and he's a boyfriend. He's a side nigga. Let's be clear. He's a side nigga. You giving a side nigga husband authority? When you go to the round table, you make your deals. That nigga should not even be in the building. He needs to hear about that from Hip Hop and Chill or somebody else talking about it. Huh? What we talking about? When you making your $1 million deals and you at the round table and you talking to this, that, and the third, Papoose don't even need a beat in the building because it's business. And they always say you never mix business with pleasure. The nigga that's stroking you is also stroking your bank account. Are you dumb? Get the fuck out of here. Please miss me. I can't. The nigga that's stroking you is stroking your ego, and now he's stroking your bank account. You need to get a manager that don't have nothing to do with you on a personal level. You signing a contract, okay? That manager, you need to see all the clients. Let me explain to you, sis. I own businesses, but I'm not like you at all. I'm not a millionaire, please. I'm not. You hire a manager, you hire an accountant, or whatever you hire, a PR representative, they need to come have a meeting with you. They need to show you their portfolio. These are the clients that I had. These are the clients I am working with. This is the revenue coming in. This is the revenue coming out. These are the deals that we made. This is me at the round table. This is this. This is my references. You need that type of situation. You understand what I'm saying? You don't need no hood nigga from Brownsville playing Don King in your life. Because let me tell you something, you will be broke. It happened to Mike Tyson. Shout out to Mike Tyson. I love you like cook food, baby. You already know that. Mike Tyson had a lot of wrong people around him, including Robin Givens. Shout out to Robin Givens. Had a lot of wrong people around him. And he lost a lot. He lost a lot. You let a hood nigga from Brownsville play with your finances? You gotta be kidding me. You need to spend a little money. Go get you one of them lawyers and one of them managers, okay, that can come down and have a meeting with you and show you their portfolio over the last 24 months and show you all the deals they brokered for other athletes. Get and tap in with the other athletes, the other boxers, whoever, NBA players, WNBA. Go to them, tap in with them, and find out who they using for representation. Who is your manager? Are they any good? Set up a meeting. Review their portfolio. Let them show you the deals they brokered. Let them show you the money coming in and out. Let them show you the bottom line. Let them show and prove to you, Claressa, because if you don't grab a hold of what's going on, you are going to be broke. This nigga is going to help you chop your money. He's going to help you chop your money up. I'm trying to tell you this. I don't know if your mama telling you, your cousins, whoever. You got to get real representation. Papoose being a manager is a no-go. Remy already told y'all that. She had to fire her own husband. You cannot do business with a man who is stroking you. It's too much emotions involved. You need someone who doesn't even listen. You need a person that's a manager that don't even give a fuck about entertainment. They don't care about boxing. They don't even know you like that. Go get one of them white managers or lawyers or one of them hoity-toity black guys that went to Harvard or whatever that's down with entertainment management that's gonna hold you down. This is ridiculous. Papoose don't need to talk anything. When you go on stage and you do your weigh-ins and whatever it is, Papoose don't need to be in the building. This is all about you. And like I said, I tell my husband all the time, baby, comes before you in a fucking alphabet. I come before you every time. I don't care we married 20 years. I will always come before you. Stop. Listen, Clarissa, I'm giving you some tea. You want me to represent you, girl? I'll be your PR. Hit me up. You already know what it's hitting on. But all this extra shit gotta stop, child. And we're gonna rise to the occasion, and we're gonna put Papoose on. We're gonna put Papoose on. We're gonna hold him to a standard at this point. You playing too much, nigga. All right. You doing a lot of underhanded throwing rocks, hiding their hands, letting a woman squabble. And then you got chicks like Topanga147. She coming back out the woodwork to expose you. All right. And once Topanga, you listen, once one person come out and expose, it's gonna be other chicks coming out. Y'all better be ready. The floodgates done open. Who in the hell left the gate open, y'all? Okay. Real talk, no bullshit. All right. So that's it, and that's all. That's it, and that's all. I just wanted to talk about all the things that was going on. We covered a lot today. Papoose has been caught red-handed. The hand is in a cookie jar. Okay. We have exposed Papoose today, child. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Hip hop and sure did. And you know I love me some Papoose. I love the music, but you going crazy, nigga. We gotta hold you to a standard. There's a lot going on, okay? You told my Asia provocateur, you are a provocateur indeed. And let me tell you something, you are the roots. You are the root to a lot of the beef going on. And like I said before, papoose is the main ingredient in sancocho, okay? And I love sancocho. That's a Spanish stew soup kind of thing going on. Yeah. He's the main ingredient. You got the sancocho. You put the sazon in that bitch, the onion, the garlic in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff, the potato, the yuca, all that. It tastes so good. It's delicious. And the main ingredient is the meat, right? The beef, the pork, the. That's papoose. He's the meat in the sancocho. He's the star attraction. He's the one causing all of this going on. All he simply got to do is go live and shut down everything, and nobody will have nothing to talk about. Again, we covered how he doesn't protect Claressa. We talked about that, y'all. He does not protect this woman. She's free game. She's free game. Anybody that wants to drag this woman will, and they can. He has not outwardly stepped out and called anybody out for disrespecting his woman, okay? He's also very jealous. He's mad at the relationship that 50 Cent and Remy Ma has. Yo, I told you they have a very cool relationship, platonic, okay? Platonic. When she was in prison, he was writing letters, connecting dots for her to get it done. You better understand it, okay? There's a lot going on. We're going to give a big RIP to DJ K Slade. We love K Slade, Drama King. You already know. Round of applause for motherfucking RIP K Slade. Round of applause, baby, okay? Real talk. Okay. We talked about how he wants to play Moni in the middle. Where she at? In the middle. Moni in the middle. Where she at? In the middle. Moni in the middle. Where she at? In the middle. The middle. You want to play Moni in the middle with these two females. Meanwhile, you the root cause. You need to get active and activate and tell the truth. We also talked about the inception of the relationship. We talked about the inception of the relationship, how it was a lot of bullshit going on, a lot of curving, okay, a lot of nonsense going on. And Claressa over here playing with this man after he disrespect you by ignoring you and push you to the side. Now he did a 360. Nothing clicks in your brain. Now all of a sudden he wants to do a 360. We covered a lot today. Salute to everybody in the building. You know how we get it done over here. We do not play over here. We giving a shout out to everybody that pulls up early morning. You know how we do. Make sure y'all like this video. Like the video on your way out. Share the video, y'all. You know I get it done, okay? I'm giving you rough, rugged, and raw. Let me shout out, and I'm always going to shout out my hood. Shout out my hood. Queens, South Jamaica, Queens, South Side, South Road, God Brewer, Sufton Boulevard, Rockaway Boulevard, all that South Side in the building. You better understand and notice. Shout out, big shout out to 50 Cent too, baby, okay? As y'all see highlighted, I did highlight a post. I need y'all to go over, okay, and subscribe. Subscribe to my other channel, okay? It's highlighted in the chat. It is pinned. My other channel is Chillery Banks TV. I want y'all to all be in tune. There's a lot of good things going on. There'll be interviews, lifestyle stuff, all that good stuff. Chillery Banks TV. Make sure y'all locked and loaded over there. Also, follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to have a group that is open. It's going to be an open group. It's not going to be a private group. People to come through. You're going to drop some tea, talk about what's going on, talk about the show, XYZ. I'm going to create that. So make sure y'all tap in. Once y'all tap in on Instagram, just inbox me. Let me know you there so I know to add you to the public group. Okay. So we got a lot of good things going on. We getting it done. right? And let me tell you something. Sometimes you gotta be out with the old and with the new. All right. So we gonna get it shaken. Let me just see. Derek Darnell, how you doing? Sea Breeze, how you doing? Unicorn, how you doing? I just want to say hi. See Boogie. Joan, hello. Groundhouse. I'm sorry, Grindhouse. How you doing? Alicia, my sis. Unicorn. Everybody in the building. China Doll in the building. Angela, how you doing? Succeed in 222. Hello, Tammy Tam. Salute everybody. Thank you for the jewels. I appreciate that too. I appreciate that too. Let me highlight this. I know I've been missing them. Okay, thank you for the jewels as well. I appreciate everything y'all do. Also, if y'all want to be members, if y'all want to be members of the chat for the price of a cup of coffee, become a member of the chat, be in the know, and be an official tissue member of the Chill family. Okay, so I'm gonna slide up out of here. I want y'all to enjoy your day. Be blessed. Like I said, there is a lot going on. Okay, and jump in my comment section. If you checking the replay, go ahead and jump in the comment section. Okay, we have a lot to talk about. I will talk to y'all later. Have a great day, y'all. Peace.